Hey everyone, how's it going? Chris here. We're here today in Sacramento, California. We're at the legendary Super Training Gym, owned by none other than Mark Bell. And interviewing with me today is Alberto Nunez, IFPA professional natural bodybuilder, Team 3DMuscleJourney coach, and competitive powerlifter. How are you doing today, Alberto?
Good, doing really good. Just having a ball watching all these guys do these incredible things, and we're just getting started. So we haven't even gotten to deadlifts yet, and so far it's just been an awesome day. So, you know, even as a cosmetic athlete, to see performance athletes, especially strength athletes, do their thing, it's incredible to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. They say that strength is the precursor to any sort of athletic endeavor, whether you want to be a basketball player, whether you want to lose fat, whether you want to be a bodybuilder, regardless. So we came here today because we wanted to interview you because we know that you're a fitness expert, and a lot of people in the industry look up to you and ask you questions about nutrition and training and contest preparation and that sort of a thing. So the first question I have for you is, what would you say are the 3 benefits of using powerlifting training in just a general fitness program for the average Joe?
Okay, so similar to what Bryce said, it's just going to help you with your everyday movement. If you can squat with a load on you, then getting out of a chair is going to be really easy for you. You know, and that's that side of the spectrum. The people that just have a hard time moving, getting out of chairs, you know, walking their dog, those kind of things.
Exactly.
So it's going to help you with movement. And the thing about these guys, the powerlifters, is that in order to get better at their sport, they have to progress. And in order to progress, your form and technique has to be spot on. So when it comes to not just me, but when it comes to general population folks, you really need to look at how these folks move the weight, because they're able to do it not just with really heavy weights, but for a very, very long time, and obviously in safe and efficient manner. So, and of course that's going to carry over to whatever it is you're doing, whether it's just getting up out of your couch or just getting more jacked. So
I totally agree with that. Absolutely. So moving on to our second question, what would you say is the biggest benefit to hiring a trainer or a coach to oversee your fitness program?
Okay. And you know, I'll say this from my perspective, not as a coach, but more so as an athlete. I think had I had someone just like, you know, maybe even like Jeff Alberts, who maybe wasn't necessarily a coach, but just a mentor, I would have saved a ton of time, you know, because and like we were talking earlier, sometimes it takes you forever to just finally discover something that these folks have been doing forever, you know.
Yeah. So
so why not take the shortcut and have someone just help you skip steps, help you stay objective about your training, and you know, not only that, but it's also I think, given the goals that especially a lot of people who are into bodybuilding, who are into powerlifting, you know, whatever it might be, it's kind of hard to find people that are on that same wavelength. And you know, finding a coach, it's someone who can not only help you with the programming aspect, but also with just all those the other small print that comes along with this. So
exactly,
there's just tons of benefits. If there's no mentor nearby you, then I would highly suggest that, you know, find a coach, find a good coach, and it's going to save you a lot of time. Trust me.
Exactly, and we go back to the time factor. You know, a lot of people will spin their wheels, so to speak, you know, their first few years training, and they won't see the results that they're after. And speaking from personal experience, when I hired you on back in 2011, I was blown away by the progress that I'd made. You know, I had gotten the leanest I'd ever been. You know, I didn't think I was going to be that big and come in that lean. So with the information that you taught to me, with regard to nutrition, my macronutrients, the amount of cardio I need to do, all these little things that came together and really taught me and took me to that higher level of learning. So I thank you for that.
Oh, no problem, dude. It always helps when you have those workhorses. You know, I think with you, Chris, it was more about don't work so hard all the time, dude. You know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So, yeah, especially if you work your butt off, you definitely, you know, you want to get back what you put into it. And again, that's where having a coach to just help you be objective about the situation, it just really helps so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So And moving on to our final question, what would you say a person needs in order to reach a goal that they set out for themselves? And it doesn't have to be fitness related.
Okay. Well, I think they have to be goals that you're just a little bit uncomfortable with. So you kind of have to venture out of that comfort zone. So, you know, if you know your goal is just to bench 3 plates, then why not, you know, 3 plates and a dime? Just little things like that that really push you just a tiny bit more, I think, make all the difference. I think you get so much out of, like Bryce said, also having goals that, you know, they have a timeline attached to them as well. You know, why not, instead of just 3 plates on the bench, well, how about, you know, 275 by the end of the summer, you know, and then towards the end of the year, you'll touch your first 315, and then before the year turns over, you want that 335. So I think timeline and goals, it's going to keep a certain sense of urgency, and you're going to have direction in your training. So that's so important.
Absolutely.
That's so important.
And to add to that, I think what helps is that setting the goals will cut out a lot of that ambiguity.
Yes.
So you have a starting point and you have an end point. So it pushes you to reach your goal and get there. So, all right. Well, thank you for taking the time out to
no problem,
let us
guys.
interview you. I appreciate it. And if people want to get in touch with you, where can they contact you?
So we have a very embarrassing website, 3DMuscleJourney.com. But I think we've kind of joined the new generation. We're doing more of our information now on YouTube because it's a lot more fun, it's more entertaining, and I can just turn on the camera and do this. So we have a YouTube channel, it's called Team 3DMJ, I believe that's the title. You can find me on Facebook, and we probably have a lot of friends in common if you were watching this. So yeah, folks, I'm on the internets.
Absolutely. Thanks, Alberto.
No
This
problem,
is Chris Sierra with Team Metamorphosis, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.